great event because we have great contributors and a really switched on audience. I have to say some of the contributions from the floor today were really impressive. But Michael Parkinson is the preeminent expert on devolution right across Europe, not just in this part of the world. So great to get Michael's take on it. I thought Alison McGovern was superb in terms of her contribution. And then, of course, we have Martin from the FSB, who was able to give a national perspective. So I think we've covered all bases. But as I say, what impressed me most today was the engagement with the delegates that came along, because some fantastic contributions from them. And of course, when you've got politicians sat in the audience listening rather than just talking, then it's great because they take away what the private sector's agenda is, and I think that's crucially important if devolution is to mean anything. It's got to be about economic growth, and as Nick Small, the councillor who was in the audience today, said, it's the private sector that creates jobs, not councils.
I think there is always a risk that Liverpool could miss out. It's not for in the long term. I think eventually you would be part of a deal, but if you're not part of this first wave of deals, I think you're always going to be playing catch up.
Well, as a Member of Parliament in Merseyside and in the Wirral specifically, for a long time I've seen the opportunities that exist in our part of the world that we could be making more of and that we should be making more of. So I want to build a case for the development of the Liverpool City region, led from here, strength from within, not dictated to from outside. And that's what I'll be arguing for over the coming months and years.
Well, I'm not sure that we're absolutely ready. I mean, what has happened is a bid has gone in, because the government set a very tight timetable, to be fair. So you could argue that the politicians had to get something in. But the criticism is it's a rather long list. There are about 50 asks in that document. And the indications are from the places that have done deals, Manchester, Sheffield, the North East, is that the government will concentrate on approving a number of smaller powers rather than just granting a whole list of shopping list wish. So that has to be refined, I think, over the coming period.
Best brand is Liverpool. There's no question about that. So therefore, I'd much rather not see one or two of those authorities breaking away, because it won't do them any good. They will not be able to achieve what's possible to achieve together.
As you've heard today, what people want to see is clear vision, clear leadership around infrastructure, transport, links and connectivity. We need to see clear leadership on the skills agenda, because that's still where the gap as far as the private sector is concerned, getting the right people into the right jobs, and of course economic development and business support. So those crucial agendas, I think progress is being made on, slower than we'd like perhaps, but nevertheless significant, and I think we are within touch and distance of getting a deal with government, which is great news for the city.